We are living in the age of AI. AI stands for artificial intelligence. Most of the systems we use today fall into this category. Image recognition, voice assistants, recommendation algorithms, large language models. These systems can outperform humans at specific tasks, but they still operate within a narrow domain. That's why this stage is often called narrow AI. But the next stage goes further. AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. AGI refers to an intelligence that isn't limited to one specific field. It can learn, reason, and solve problems across many domains, just like a human. Solving complex math problems, debating philosophy, developing entirely new scientific theories. A GI represents the point at which artificial intelligence reaches human-level general cognitive ability. And from that point on, technological progress may accelerate exponentially. The mathematician and AI researcher I.J. Good called this the intelligence explosion. Once an AI reaches human-level intelligence, it could design an even more advanced AI. That AI could design something even better. This is the moment when knowledge begins to compound. We can't be certain about the timeline. It could take years, it could take decades. But if improvement happens at machine speed rather than human speed, we might witness systems becoming twice as intelligent in a matter of seconds. So, what happens when the AGI era truly arrives? First, the concept of work may fundamentally change. AGI wouldn't just automate repetitive labor. It could perform highly skilled professional work, medical diagnostics, legal analysis, software engineering, even scientific research. In 1930, the economist John Maynard Keynes wrote an essay titled "Economic Possibilities for Our Grandchildren." In it, he predicted that technological progress would eventually lead to a 15-hour work week. He believed technology would liberate humanity from the necessity of labor. But will it? One view of the AGI future is deeply pessimistic. Mass unemployment, extreme inequality. Since the Industrial Revolution, automation has repeatedly replaced human jobs. But AGI would go further. It wouldn't just replace manual labor. It could replace cognitive labor as well. If AI and robotics, the new form of capital, are owned by a small elite, wealth could concentrate at an unprecedented scale. The middle class could erode. A handful of tech elites and massive corporations could control the majority of productive resources. Many people might be pushed out of the labor market entirely, relying on universal basic income to survive. But there is another perspective. Some argue that AGI could enable the most ideal form of post-scarcity communism in human history. If AGI and robots produce nearly all goods and services, humans would no longer need to work to survive. Simply put, AI does the work. Humans enjoy the results: food, housing, healthcare, energy. If these essentials are produced in abundance through automated systems, scarcity could dramatically decline. Prices could approach near zero. Imagine receiving $1,500 a month in universal basic income without working. Sounds too little? Not if a full meal costs 50 cents. In that kind of economy, $1,500 would mean something entirely different. In this scenario, humans shift their focus. Creation, exploration, relationships, philosophy, art. We would no longer organize our lives around survival, but around meaning. So which future is more likely? History shows us that technology always has two faces. The Industrial Revolution brought exploitation and suffering, but it also dramatically increased living standards. The internet amplified misinformation and division, but it also created the largest knowledge-sharing system in human history. A GI will likely be no different. The real issue isn't the technology itself, it's ownership and political choice. If AGI is monopolized by a few corporations, inequality will deepen. If it is treated as public infrastructure, global productivity could explode, benefiting everyone. And ultimately, all of these questions collapse into one. Can humans give up hierarchy? If the owners of AGI choose not to monopolize it, if they transform it into shared social infrastructure, poverty and hunger could become relics of the past. But there would be a cost. They would have to give up privilege. That subtle but powerful feeling of being above others. If you are already living an extraordinarily comfortable life, why surrender your relative status? Why dissolve the hierarchy that places you at the top? It probably won't be easy. Historically, power has almost never been distributed voluntarily. Change tends to come through tension, negotiation, and conflict, which means the true variable in the AGI era may not be technology at all. It may be us. AGI could lead humanity toward utopia, or push us into dystopia. But the direction won't be decided by algorithms. It will be decided by humans.